much for joining me today. I'm really excited to be sitting down and filming a video for you guys. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jane, also known as Breath of Beauty. So today I'll be talking about a relatively new product by Tarte right here. I believe it's called the Make Believe in Yourself eyeshadow palette. It's so pretty, right? The packaging just got me so excited. So if you guys are interested in hearing what I have to say about this palette, as well as some swatches and a demo, yes, I did create this look with this palette, then keep on watching. So I got my palette from Ulta, and it comes in a cute little box like this. I saved the box just so that you guys would know what to look for if you were to decide to go ahead and buy this palette. If you open the box up, out comes the beautiful palette. The packaging is so pretty. It's got this gold and pink, purple, blue details. And if you open it up, oh, it's such a pretty palette. So you get 10 eyeshadows and a highlight color in the middle. You can use this for your inner corners, which I did today, and you can use this as a highlight, which I also did today. It's a really pretty shimmery iridescent shade that works really well as a highlight. You have this taupey good transition shade called Myth. You have a brown bronze shimmery shade called Magic, and then you get this very pretty coppery bronze color called Wings, this yellowish green shimmery shade called Marvel, and this cooler toned shimmery brown taupey shade called Trance, this very pretty purple shimmery shade called Fairy, which I have on my eyes today, a silvery, almost bluish hued silvery color called Mystic, this very pretty shimmery teal bluish green shade called Dream, and you get a very beigey shimmery color called Crystal, and here you get a peachy golden shimmery color called Pixie. So as you can see, there's a difference between this half of the palette and the other half of the palette, with the distinct difference being here all of these shades are very shimmery. They are very fine, beautiful shimmers, and here you can see bigger flecks of the shimmers, and they look like perfect eyeshadows to foil with, so wetting the brush and applying the color onto your eyes. In terms of blendability of these shadows, I found no issue whatsoever in blending these shadows onto my eyes. Today I used this purple shade called Fairy, this taupey transition shade called Myth, and I also used Wings, this coppery bronze shade. Now, out of the shadows that I used, I definitely did foil this purple shadow and this coppery bronze shadow, and it worked out pretty well. This half of the palette looks very friendly to those of you that love neutrals, right? You can create various different neutral looks with this half of the palette, and this half of the palette is very colorful, so you can really let your imagination run wild and create various different looks with the blue, the purple, and the green, the silver. It's all there. And of course, with this palette being called the Make Believe in Yourself palette, I definitely think when I first looked at this, it gave me so much inspiration. For example, you can mix these two colors together to create a beautiful turquoise slash bluish copper eyes. You can mix the purple and the peach. You can mix the green and the silver. I think it just has so many different possibilities, and when I look at this palette, it truly does inspire me. So those are some of my thoughts on this palette, and now we can go ahead on to the swatches. Right, so we're about to have a swatch party, my favorite kind of party. The first shade I'm gonna swatch is the shade Myth right here. It's the transition shade that I used today. Gonna swatch it right here on my arm. It's a cute shade. That's a cute shade. The next shade I'm gonna swatch is this shade called Magic. Oh, oh my. Look at that! Next shade is what I also have on my eyes today. It's called Wings. Right here. Let's swatch it. Next shade is this green color called Marvel. Look at that. Look at that. You swatch it. Oh my god. Isn't this amazing? Next shade is Trance right here. Oh. How crazy are these colors though? The pigments are not playing around. They're not playing around. I'm just gonna be covered in glitter after this video. It's just inevitable. Next color is this purple color called Fairy, which is what I also have on my eyes today. And here, swatch. This just can't be real. Next shade is this shade called Mystic. Gonna take that. So pretty. It's so pretty. Holy moly moly. Next shade is this blue color called Dream. Oh! Swatch. Swatch the beauty. Swatch this beautiful, beautiful shade. Next shade is Crystal. Oh my god. Look at that. Ooh. Wow, it's got kind of a duochrome to it, doesn't it? And the final shade here is Pixie. About to swatch it. Oh my god. Got it on my wrist. Get it on my wrist. Ooh! Like what? I think you guys need this palette in your life. So now you guys have seen the swatches and seen how beautiful and pigmented and amazing these shadows are. I'm gonna be moving on now to the demo version of the video where I create this look using the same exact palette. Alright, I'm just gonna start off by clipping my hair back. If the lighting's different, I made a DIY ring light and it's also very cloudy outside, so I'm not getting any help from the outdoors, or not much anyway. I'm just gonna take a piece of Scotch tape and I will be applying them under my eyes just to create sharp lines. Before I do that though, I'm gonna apply it right on my hands to kind of get rid of the stickiness. A couple of times like that. You know, the under eye is a delicate area, so apply it right under like that. Let's try to make them like the same angle as I did the other one. Does that look even, or do I just look crazy? Yeah, I like it. Next, I'm just gonna prime my eyes using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the anti-aging version of it. Put that all over my eyes. Next, I'm gonna set my eyes, and since the Tarte palette doesn't have any shade that I could set my eyes with after I primed it, I'm just gonna take my good old NYX palette. So just gonna take this shade right here. It's like a cream colored shade that I can set my eyes with. Take that all over. Same for the other eye. Okay, so now that our eyes are set, I'm gonna go ahead and take this beautiful Tarte palette, and I'll take the shade Myth over here, this transition looking shade, and I'll take my MAC 224 brush over here and add this transition color onto my eyes. Tap off the excess. Same for the other eye. And they smell really good. They smell like how Tarte shadows usually smell. They kind of smell sweet. Almost like chocolatey, I want to say. I think I want to create like a bronzy purple look, or a copper purple look. I think that sounds really pretty right now. Hopefully it turns out as pretty as it looks in my mind. So we will see about that. So I'm gonna take the shimmery purple shade right here. It's called Fairy on this really flat Soho brush. And I will just apply this onto my lid. So far, first impression, this has really good color payoff. It's pretty pigmented. The shimmer is pretty. Just keep applying it to my eye like that. Very pretty color. I'm not gonna foil it just yet because I want to see how it looks like without foiling the shadow. I think if you were to foil the shadow, meaning if you were to wet the brush and apply the shadow onto your eyes, it would look even more vibrant. Next, I'm just gonna take a fluffier looking brush right here. This is the Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I'm taking that same purple shade so that I can blend it up a little more into my crease. I'm using another flat brush. I'm gonna take that shadow and try to carve out my crease. Taking the shade Fairy, I'm going to just spray this a little bit. I'm just spraying it with a makeup primer spray, but you could probably just use water. Water's just as good. I'm going to start from the outer corner and define it a little bit more. Just kind of outlining the crease with the purple. Ooh yeah, the purple outline. Looking cute. Alright, so now that we have the purple shade pretty vibrantly on the crease, I'm gonna go ahead and take that Wings shade, the coppery bronze shade that I had right on my crease. I'm gonna wet the brush that I had used for that shade and take a little bit of the wings and carve it out again. I'm gonna add extra oomph by using my finger, going into the shade Wings and adding some on my eye. Going in with the shade Myth again. Just blend out any harsh lines that I created with the purple shade. Next, I'm just gonna take the shade in the middle. I don't know what it's called. I don't think there's a name for it. I will apply that on my inner corner. That's pretty. I'm gonna highlight under the brow bone slightly, not too crazy, not too crazy. Next, I'm just gonna take the shade Magic right here, apply it onto the outer corner just to darken it up and kind of pull everything together. Now this palette doesn't have like a dark matte shade that I could even further define my eyes with, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a different palette for that. I'll just take this dark contouring brown from the same NYX contour palette and apply that on the outer corner here. Taking that same MAC 224 brush that I had, I'm gonna blend it out now. Okay, it's time for me to remove the tape. It creates that fresh, beautiful, effortless line. And if this looks way too fierce for you, you can always go ahead and blend it out. Blend it a little bit, just a tad bit. You want to kind of still keep that shape, right? But if it's too harsh of a line, you can always blend it, blend it, blend it. Now I'm just gonna apply some eyeliner. I'm using this Japanese eyeliner that I always use. And you can choose to kind of follow the line that you already created. You can also put the eyeliner on before you pull the tape off, of course. Line the other eye. go back and apply that purple shade Fairy onto the lower lash line. Still a little bit of fairy dust. Just gonna take my Master Precise Skinny eyeliner from Maybelline. Just line my lower lash line. Tightlining my lash line with the same pencil. Back with that same brush I was using for the purple shade. I'm gonna blend it all out. Now I'm just gonna pop a pair of lashes on and do the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I did my foundation. I used my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I put some concealer on, the Instant Age Rewind. I have my lashes on, and I already had my brows at the beginning of the video. What else did I do? Yes, I bronzed using the NYX contour palette that I show you guys in like every video. Now, I realized that the middle shade of this palette is actually like a very pretty highlight shade over here. So I figured I would give it a go and see what it looks like on my cheekbones. Yes. Let's try the other cheek. What do you guys think? I think the highlight is super pretty on this one. Very impressed. For lips, surprise, I'm just gonna use my ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lips in Zoom Up. So what do you guys think? I think this look turned out well. It's a very sultry and fantasy-like look using very pretty purple and coppery shades to complement each other on my eyes. Highlight is really pretty, which is the shade in the center of the palette. I hope you found my review, swatches, and demo useful for you, and it will help you make an informative decision on this product. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat just to keep up with me throughout the week. And also join the Facebook group if you guys want to talk about anything beauty related or find out what kind of videos I'm going to be coming up with next. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or found it informative. And make sure to click on the bell that's right next to the subscribe button if you want to get notifications whenever I put up a new video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and until next time, I love you guys!